somewhere very dangerous. He's keeping his eyes on the prize and giving us those reports from the channel. And just like that, Samuel Pupo, another wave, goes back to back, getting spit out of a perfect pipeline bomb. A minute to breathe here. Let's talk about the rookies, Callum Robson and Samuel Pupo, putting on a show for us, Rosie.
Yeah, Sammy letting go of that rail, so he's going to start with something quite staunch in his scoreline against Jordy Smith. Beautiful look from this water angle. Like I said, just letting go of that rail for a split second, gets spat out, standing tall, enjoying the ride.
That was a well-deserved, excellent score. Really intense ride, too. And here we go, Sammy Pupo again. No-hander.
Wow.
Right off the bottom. There are two other surfers in this heat right now. We just haven't seen him in a while. Sammy Pupo now adding to his scoreline. That was really cool. Anytime you see a surfer do a no-handed bottom turn under the lip, into the barrel, that right there just adds that much more danger and difficult.
Like Sammy Pupo, as minutes burn through this heat, he's getting more and more comfortable. He's getting more warmed up. You can see him starting to feel confidence, going, you know what, I think I'm okay. I can surf pipe. And this was definitely his best ride. He was super far behind. He bottom turned without grabbing his rail. I mean, that's some Bruce Irons style type of surfing, you know, where he's very confident. That's not easy to do. You know, when you do this right here, that's a lot of force, and your board wants to skip out. He was just on edge right there. And he committed to no grabbing rail. I mean, that is a big deal, and I think it's going to be a massive score. The judges will definitely spot that.
I'd love it.
He's carrying a 5 as his low score, and he'll go right into the vision of a big dagger from Sammy Pupo. Twist and wrap that cut into the pocket again. Sammy frames that carve up quite well. Lay back power gouge to finish, and the rookie lets out a roar.
Good size wave, first turn's just absolutely beautiful. And where that bottom turn came from, Rosie, way back behind the whitewater, snapped into the pocket. Look at this inside one, a little more controlled there. But this wave, they don't normally keep giving like that one did. And it gave that last section, he really gave it everything he had.
And there was a moment, I think, you know, Ethan kind of got sold that first wave of the set by Sammy Pupo. He goes on and kicks out, and to watch Sammy on that second wave with a beautiful clean open face, and like you said, just kept offering up those sections, those money sections to hit. There's the pure emotion and passion.
Pete. And this score, and there's a score for Imai, but look at this, as you can hear, the crowd goes nuts because he is lifting off and landing perfectly with a big air 3 on the backhand. That was using the wind to his advantage. And, of course, all of this speed and the platform is which he's at right now. He's got an opportunity to put Kelly Slater into the elimination round, and he's doing everything he can to do it. Oh, he's counting the points. 10?
Control. Wasn't like we had seen a million of those types of waves that day. It was such a wonderful surprise, especially for Ibelli. Quick whip off the lip for Sammy Pupo. Belts it. Nice and tight in the pocket, and he will stay on his feet. There's his connection with the crowd.
Very responsive in the surfboard. You see right there, hooks it super quick, comes out. He was able to put his board back under his feet, 2 in a row, and then a third. Again, just punctuates that back foot into the lip. Powerful move there. That's also part of the criteria, is that power. So speed, power, and flow, definitely on showcase in this wave. Nice work there done for Pupo. More vertical approach, which adds difficulty to the maneuver, getting some release. So showcasing the variety, all of those elements are part of the criteria. So he is hitting it to a T. And then use that crowd. Tap into it.
Be back here at Bells Beach, and what a great opening day, and what a great heat to open up for us.
And we saw some action during that break with Sammy Pupo getting on a couple of great turns to kick it off.
Yeah, Sammy's looking really strong out here, and he knows this has got to be a keeper, the Rip Curl Pro for him, and it's a great start.
All right, a couple of great turns.
The power that he was able to do, especially that last move where he really punched it into the lip. He wasn't scared to put everything into it.
As he got a little chip into this section, backside full rotation for Sammy Pupo.
Watch out for this kid, man. I feel like he is. It wasn't an easy takeoff. Gets the wedge though, and yeah, you're right. It goes in. Look at this section here, punches it all the way around, and the landing out down in the transition of the wave, wouldn't say it totally into the flats, and that's actually probably a really good place to land. You get a little transition to land that tail down, so it's not a very hard landing all the way around in the spin. Didn't quite have the amplitude, I guess, but the way you pull those moves off, a lot of times you got to punch it out towards the beach in order to get the rotation and stay in the wave. A lot of times you can do a flyway, but look at that, just lands right on that little cushion of white water and transition of the wave.
2 minutes to go. Here comes Sammy Pupo. Big snap, he'll control that one. Second move, nice and powerful and loose.
You know, smaller wave, but these two snaps, beautiful. Just a Christmas tree of water, twice out the back, nice and loose. You know, that's what he's capable of. And I think we'll see him in some more finals in his career. And it won't be long till you see him in the as a champion. But look at that technique again. That aggression in the lip and the speed he carries. You know, you do something, a big turn like that, a lot of times your speed drops off, but not for Sammy Pupo or even Felipe Chileta for that matter.
Yeah, you know, Callum's going to have to tap into something special. He's borderline comboed at the moment, so he's going to have to wait for one of these special waves to come through and do his own brand of surfing to get that number. Sammy up and riding on a bomb.
Pupo once more, big swoop with authority from him on a great looking wave. Look at the way it's drawing off the reef and cupping out here, and he's going absolutely top speed. Now we'll wait a little at the bottom of the wave. And just a searing turn down the face. But pressure on that rail again. Nice and loose from him. Really technical surfing at full speed, full flow. Joined up as well. And look for a tube. Set up, little snap turn from him. As he goes past Nat Young, just with an absolute ton of speed. And he'll look to pull in here. And he'll weave underneath a really nice section. Does well to negotiate at the bottom of the wave. It's not an easy place to maintain the speed and get a big throaty section for Pupo. Who'll come out of that. So a big double tube, and he absolutely loves it. We do too. I tell you what, there's more surfing on this wave. Another really nice snap with the release of the fins from Pupo. Just tearing this wave apart. A brilliantly surfed wave from Samuel. Let's get another look at this.
Yeah, he kind of telegraphs down the line to get around this big section, starts to get that rail work done. Beautiful line through that. Goes right back into that white water. Swings it around again. This wave is shaping up to be an absolute beauty, and he knows it. As he turns this corner, finds this section, absolutely disappears from cover. First section, eyes off this thing, decides to go around it. He's telegraphing down the line to really get deep on this tube. Beautiful, threaded through the section, that deep barrel kind of winds it around there. I just love that expression from him as he comes out of the tube. And I mean, as surfers, we all have those moments on waves where you're like, oh, you just can't help but just feel it in the moment. Sammy Pupo just loving his day job at the moment.
Absolute textbook technique here as he goes under the hood, going warp speed. Three surfers down the end, getting eyeballs on this, looking straight into the barrel as Samuel Pupo comes flying out. Absolutely loves it. And he knows he's on his way to a good number here. Let's see exactly where that goes. Judges again with the work cut out.
Got absolutely flogged. Sammy Pupo.
Sammy wants a piece of the action, and he is getting spit out by a cannon of spray. This is what you qualify for. This is what you dream of when you come to Tahiti.
Pack.
We certainly do. Sammy Pupo first, Laura.
Sammy Pupo, this was the last of the exchange, and that was an incredible, critical takeoff. Just sliding down, kicking at the bottom there, and just holding his line to just muscle through that. That was some amazing work. Shorter than I would say Matty McIlvrae's, but look how steep that drop is. He's going over the ledge, fully extended to make sure that he does not poke his nose down, and then just putting his body in the face to get under that lip, letting go of the rail, comes out behind the spit, just flying through that. That was just so cool for an 8.93.
The takeoff was such a huge part of that wave. It was so critical.
The current generation now unleashing in the lineup. Samuel Pupo, great turn to start off. Gets a little air on that second one. Together on the championship tour as we take another look at this one, Rabbit.
Yeah, I love that layback there. Big snap out of the lip then, and he comes around for a third section. So there's three. There's a good carving snap. So he got three great maneuvers on a medium-sized wave. such an energized surfer, and he wasn't done yet, Shannon.
He found this finishing section. Popped that tail around, threw in some progression.
And threw in some emotion.
A lot of emotion. What did you like about that finishing maneuver?
Oh, like I loved it. It was just such a clean. You could script it. You knew he was going to do it. You know, he's such an aerial master. This young guy has got a big future in this sport,